Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help.
Welcome, everyone. Episode 5 of the Go for 222 podcast. I have to thank everyone who has reached out to show their support for the podcast. I am proud to say we have dozens and dozens of views. I actually even sent the last 2 episodes to Borowski to see if we get a sponsorship for all the heartburn that the league has caused. But I'm excited. We're moving forward. If you have any show ideas, please text me so that we can get up and running. I still have many of you to reach out to have interviews with individually, but today's episode is heavy. We have a lot of business to get to, but first let's go around the league for our week 4 roundup. And I am going to share my screen so that we can take a look at how we did. This was a very high scoring week in the league. First, I'll start off by saying that I am lucky to have made it out, and I had my players actually show up. I had a long talk with them after last week, so I'm happy to have pulled out a win here. But let's go to the Gabagools over Devon. Scored the league high this week, 155 points with a 50 burger from Christian McCaffrey. So not only was that a great pick, Uncle Joe, but you are this week's winner of a pub sub. So be on the lookout in your email for a gift card to Publix for your pub sub as being this week's high scorer. So you were so close. Jackie and the Pax Mafia got 151 points. So close. You almost could share that pub sub, but it's all yours, Uncle Joe. Typically in a league, when you score 144 points, you hope to win. But this has been a very high scoring week. Also with 144 points was Zach. So his team is really racking up the points in this league, as well as Mike Fasano, another 140 plus point performance. His team is just rolling in. He's our league champ so far. You know, he's ranked number 1. He's got a lot of points. So we're going into next week. I think everyone's starting to understand the theory, behind fantasy football, utilizing the waiver wire. Remember, bye weeks are going to start to happen soon, so your players are going to be on bye weeks. You have to shuffle your deck a little bit. I think there's another 9:30 game coming up as well this week. So just this is where it starts to get to the nitty gritty. The top 6 teams make the playoffs, so remember that as well. If you're within the top 6, you're moving and grooving. I have to also say that the Bullshit team is moving up in the ranks. So good for the Bullshitters, despite their defense. And speaking of the Bullshitters, and speaking of our league, I have to get serious for a moment. And tonight, we have to repair a relationship that has been a little bit fractured as our league has progressed. Tonight is the summit between Aunt Jackie, the Pax Mafia, and the Bullshitters. I hope that we can repair this relationship. I hope that we can find some common ground. And, stay tuned. This is the most dramatic episode of the Go for 222 podcast there has ever been. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back. As promised, I have the 2 members of the family. We're here to mediate. We're here to bring everybody back together. This is the summit between the Pax Mafia. Welcome, Aunt Jackie.
Hey, guys. Hi, Kamish. Hi, League.
And the Bullshitter. And I'm looking at his title. The Bullshitter has had it.
Well, did you notice the introduction that you gave Jackie?
What did I do? Tell me. I hope it's not a microaggression.
You introduced her and me. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. But did you notice? I want everyone to notice how Jackie responded to that.
We're getting right into this.
She said, "Hello, Kamish." Then she said, "Hello, everybody in the league." That was it. So
she didn't mention you by name.
So here's where you got to think about it. Not, oh, hello, Bullshitter, or hello, Mike. I'm going to say, here's my introduction. Hello, Kamish. Hello, Jackie. How are you?
Good, Mike. How are you?
I'm okay until I got out. Now I feel I'm on the
All right,
defense.
listen.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
This is the problem.
You're
Listen.
very sensitive,
Hold on.
Mike.
Read who I am at the bottom here.
He's had it.
Bullshit it has had it. Not with Jackie, but this whole league. My team.
The whole league.
Not the league. Not the league. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with Jackie. This whole fantasy shit, the NFL shit, is all bullshit. Okay? It is.
Okay. Now listen.
All right.
Now hold on. I got my guidance counselor sweater pressed and dry cleaned for this occasion because the reason that we're here is because you, Mike, Uncle Mike, have expressed that you have felt attacked. You felt demoralized, that Aunt Jackie's been aggressive to you. I am here to make sure that you feel welcome and comfortable while not knocking Aunt Jackie's enthusiasm down 3 pegs, because her enthusiasm is off the charts. So, listen, before we begin, I need to get a little background for those watching at home. How long have you guys been acquainted? How long have you been family?
Well, I got married. Well, I got introduced to the family about 1989.
1989, okay. And Uncle Mike, do you recall this introduction?
No.
So take us through some happier times. What are some memories that you have with Aunt Jackie, Uncle Mike? What are some memories? Because we want to find some common ground. Your family.
Come on, Mike. I'm so sorry you feel this way.
Maybe we can help him out, Aunt Jackie. What's a happy memory that we can think about?
I'm trying to think.
Because we want to get to that place. That place is our anchor to bring us back.
Oh, I got one.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I hope it's not what I'm thinking of.
What are you thinking, Jack?
Yeah, I'll never repeat that.
Tell me what you're thinking.
Nothing crazy now. We don't want to get canceled.
No, there's a lot of good memories.
Okay.
For example, one year we went down to see Jackie and Joe, and we brought the kids, and we did a New Year's Eve. And I don't think I should say this, but my nieces of Jackie's womb are going to kind of take offense to it, but we tricked them.
Oh.
We said it was New Year's Eve at like 10 o'clock. And we did a celebration so they can go to bed so we could celebrate.
You put the kids to bed.
Yeah, that was a good experience.
Well, we had a clock and we messed it, and we showed it was midnight.
The whole thing. We were doing bullshit things even back then.
That's wonderful. Aunt Jackie, what about Uncle Mike? What about some memories?
Then most recently, last year or the year before, we went down to visit Joe and Jackie in North Carolina, and Jackie said, "I got a bedroom for you and Marilyn that's actually your bedroom."
Wow.
And then Lo tried to
Kristen.
grab that bedroom and say it's her bedroom, but Jackie stayed firm and said, "No, it's Mike and Marilyn."
It is. And it's ready for you again.
Yes. Hold on. Kristen walked in. I think this actually could play a pivotal piece. Hi, Kristen.
Hello.
She's a winner.
I'm alive.
Kristen, first of all, we missed you terribly. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Well, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. I feel so honored to be here.
We're delving deep in your dad's psyche here, and it's a scary place. but he seems he has expressed some sensitivity towards the perceived harassment, intimidation going on in the league. I from a firsthand, a bystander. What do you think?
Come here.
What do you think? Is there validity to this?
In general, it's not just league sensitivity.
Say that again, Kristen. You got cut off there. So, is there sensitivity?
It's just not even sensitivity to the league or anything. It's just sensitive in general. He can bitch it, but he can't take it.
Oh boy! See, Jackie got to Kristen too.
What do you mean I got to Kristen?
We know what's going on, Jackie. Oh, Nichols he's attacking me. Everyone's Zach is freaking attacking me. Your girls have freaking shut me down, blocked me out, canceled me.
Right? You've been canceled,
and then you pulled the gender card.
Oh, how about your brother Joe?
Woman, I can't do this.
How about brother Joe? What did
Uncle Joe? Uncle Joe, we need to hear from you. What do you think about all the allegations?
You know, Joe, I'm torn. Ooh. I actually, though, after everything is said and done, I have to stick up for the person who butters my bread.
You better.
You know, I honestly think at the end of the day, there is a certain amount of gender discrimination going on. We did, Jack, I know, contacted legal and wanted to make sure that this was something that what she was talking about was true and real. We have been informed that, yes, we do, or I'm sorry, Jackie does, you know, have a case in that having discrimination against her is real. And this is something that can possibly embarrass not only bullshitters, but the league. And Joe, being the commissioner.
See, Commissioner, I'm shutting down now. I'm shutting this off because listen,
I can't have you shut down.
You got attorneys involved, you got HR involved. Commish, this is not right.
All right, I thought it would come to this. I actually thought it would come to this, so I had to bring some evidence.
I'm trying to be a mediator between, you know, I'm just kind of like looking at it after Jackie a little bit, and you know, when I found out that we're getting a bill in excess of $6,000 for legal fees, I said, let me step in and see what's going on here. I want the bleeding to stop.
Hey, Commish, who invited all these other freaking people to this thing?
Listen.
This is the aggression I'm talking about.
Oh, listen, I brought together a couple of key pieces of evidence in the case, and I'm going to bring point number one. And again, this is all about interpretation. It's not about your perception, Uncle Mike. It's about the league's interpretation of this. So let me go to September 11th. If you all remember, we were on the Go for 222 chat. The Jets had just lost their quarterback for the rest of the season. I was under the desk crying when this text message came through. And I'll read it for those that can't read it at home. It says, Mike, I'm up 102 after last night's game and still have tonight's game. Burying those bullshitters. Almost as good as winning the Super Bowl. And Zach, your future mother-in-law, has no sympathy for the one who didn't show up for the draft. Got first pick and auto-drafted. Okay, so that's exhibit one. Aggressive or enthusiastic? I don't know.
Burying the bullshitter? That's a freaking death threat.
Okay. All right. Let me go to exhibit B. Hold on.
Did I say anything about like women and shit there? No. That's a death threat.
All right. A couple days later, a week later, I'll trade my players for a pub sub, says you. What size? The kick looks scary. Then Aunt Jackie said, on the bright side, my Bills will lose. At least the Mafia will have beat Mike's bullshitters for week one. Okay, so this is actually a few minutes later.
More aggression.
See, I don't know. I don't know if I perceive it as aggression. I feel it's enthusiasm.
Joe, I agree.
Fun. It's fun.
I have a fun. Joe, here's my take on it. And you being the commission, you need to decide this. You know, the bullshitter can talk a lot of bullshit, okay? But the bottom line right now, if you look at the standings, it's really not hard to identify. If you look at number 10, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there are 10 people playing. So if you look at the standings right now, bullshitter, I believe, is not only number 10, but I think if there was a number 20, he would be number 20. So what I think is happening here is I think bullshitter is getting a little bit frustrated the fact that he's really, really at the bottom of the barrel, may never even get up past 9 for the whole entire season. And
so Joe,
and he's the last shout. And unfortunately, he's lashing out to the woman.
The female.
You didn't tell me this was going to be a gang-up call.
You're
ganging up on me now. I can't.
Listen, I'm just presenting the evidence. Hold on. Okay. Exhibit C. excited, just got off the boat, and I'm ahead of bullshit Mike, and my heavy Bills team hasn't even played yet. You going down, bullshitter. I don't even think you were playing the bullshit team that week, though.
See, I think that's, Joe, I'll agree with you. I think that's a little bit aggressive.
But he started it. He started picking on the mafia.
But two wrongs don't make a right in this league. That's why it's not the 2 wrongs don't make a right. It's 2 wrongs don't make a right.
I think there's a double standard too, because if we were coming at Aunt Jackie or any other member of the league with this ferocity, we would say, wow, he's really into it. He's really passionate. But when Aunt Jackie's coming at you with the ferocity of the mafia behind her, there's the whole mafia behind her. And I think it's getting to you a little bit. But Aunt Jackie, you said something interesting. You said that he started it. Talk to me about, what do you think started it?
I don't see it yet. Show me the evidence.
He just cannot accept a woman may have a little bit more knowledge of football than him. And first of all, I don't think
Watch
you know.
the fingers, watch the fingers.
See the tone.
I
The tone and the fingers.
No.
Listen, I can vouch. Sometimes when those fingers go up,
But
and that
I'm
tone,
going like this.
things get a little hairy.
I'm going like this.
It's a field goal.
What is
I mean, okay, you have to understand where I came from. While you were growing up on nice Long Island with all theater and restaurants and all this stuff, I was in Buffalo, Steel Town, snowed in. All we had to look forward to, go away now, was the Bills. And so it's for my people. So I love the mafia. I love what they bring to the table. They have passion. We have a great fan base. And I just, and I know my football. And I'm sorry, Mike, you don't know.
Hold on. You explain, this may be the bright light that I need. Is Buffalo Bills considered the mafia?
Yes.
You didn't even know that?
No.
Yes, they're called the Bills Mafia.
Oh.
Oh, forget about it. Listen,
it's called the mafia.
I thought, it's just so what if they're the mafia? Then the Denver Broncos are the
bullshit.
What are they?
They're the ponies.
The what?
Do you have a nickname?
No, they should be like
You know what, too? And this is what I'm trying to.
All right, listen.
Hold on. Let her talk. Hold on.
I have a little peace offering. I looked at my roster, and if you'd like, I will give you one of my players.
I'll take Josh Allen.
Not Josh Allen.
Yes.
Not Josh Allen.
I knew you were going to come through.
No.
You know what? You turned me into a new person.
No.
And I knew you were going to you know what? I got to go now. I got to go potty.
No.
Thank you, guys.
Hold on.
Trade. I'll accept it. Thank you so much.
I may give you my kicker.
How
many points did he get today?
You got a lot.
How many?
Did you get 9 or 12?
I think he got 8.
No.
You know what my defense got? Let me explain my situation. All right, we're good, Jackie. I'm all kidding aside.
You got 14 points today, the kicker.
Wait, but hold on a second. Why are you placating to Mike and giving him players? I don't understand.
Because I want him.
Yeah, I don't want anyone.
Mike, would you take that as like a peace offering or like basically an FU?
Here's what I'm learning about this fantasy stuff. Nothing to do with the league. The league's great. Joe's great. This whole format's great. It's bringing the family together. I love it all. I will not bail out because it's just so much fun. But my expectation now has changed in that I will come in last place, and I don't mind that in any way. I'm accepting the fact that most of these NFL players are overpaid and they don't deliver. And this whole, let me forecast what I think they're going to do is all bullshit. Now, having said all that, here's an example. Last week, Denver Broncos, they give up 70 points, right? The defense got like 1 point. So Gary called me, thankfully, and he said, you could do a waiver and get rid of them. So I got rid of them. And I picked up Pittsburgh. No, who did I pick up? Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh.
And you know what today I got for Pittsburgh defense? No, not 1.
-1.
What's 1 minus 2?
-1.
How does a defense team
Wow.
get -1? 2 times in a row. So anyway, I'm all good with Jack. You and I, we got it.
Mike,
We're good.
Mike, what you don't understand though is that these football players know who is the coach of their fantasy leagues.
Right.
So what I think, and I mean, I've heard this from Joe, Mike Fasano, and Gary, the guys who are professionals at this, who've done this a long time. And basically, from what I hear, these guys give what they get. I mean, if you're not coaching them and you're not moving them around, you're not sending them stuff to like motivate them.
Right.
I think, Mike, you're at a disadvantage. And I understand your situation, but these guys are overpaid. I agree with that. But I also think that just like any business, you have to look at leadership.
Well, you do. And look,
when you see failure, you have to look at leadership. And unfortunately, however you want to look at it, fantasy football, if you look at your team, you're the coach. I mean, I really don't want to throw that at you, Mike. I know you. Are you crying?
So don't be afraid of dumping people, benching them.
Yeah, I mean, you might even want to watch the news one night and watch about the sports segment, so you can see that some football players have different skill sets. Or get on that. You go on like Sunday morning or Saturday or Friday night, and you'll watch the NFL channel. And you
just like you do, Joe, right? You do this all the time.
They're embracing it. They're embracing it down there in North Carolina.
This Joe.
Listen, I need to say something. So to summarize, what I'm hearing is that it's not aggression that you're feeling. It's actually the passion of the millions and millions of Bills Mafia coming forward through Aunt Jackie, through you, cutting through the bullshit. Am I right?
Well, yes, but there's also a little tone there.
Listen, hold on.
Honestly,
hold on.
If I was a female, I think I'd be treated differently. I think I'm getting discriminated because I'm a white male.
Okay.
That's why I transitioned. And
let's not get canceled now.
You may think I'm aggressive, but Joe Palumbo, the commish, will say, did I congratulate you nicely when you won? Did I reach out when you lost Aaron Rodgers?
You did.
I'm very nice. I just like to pick on bullshitter though, because you picked on me all these years.
You know what I think's a good idea, Commish? I think I understand this summit is good, but I really do think that I think if I'm not mistaken, Mike is going to visit the Mafia in the next couple of weeks in Italy. So maybe he'll understand. If he asks some questions to the right people in Sicily, he might understand the Mafia and the Bills Mafia a little bit more. But then when he gets back, he gets on a plane not far after and comes to Wilmington.
Oh, to us.
For a couple of weeks, where I believe that a one-on-one, or actually maybe the WAGs and
that'll help.
We'll all get together, and maybe perhaps there could be something settled over, maybe a couple of drinks or something like that.
But you have to understand, and look for it when you're in Europe. Look at whenever you travel, you will find somebody holding up a Bills flag for a picture.
That's true.
All over the place. And if somebody's wearing anything Bills apparel, when you walk by and you always say, "Go Bills, go Bills, go Bills." Even strangers I say, "Go Bills" if I see them having a Bills thing. It's just a great kind of like a fraternity,
right?
Just a movement. And
what about like we're talking about? This is like the Bills is the only NFL team. What about people who like the Jets or the Giants or the Eagles? What about those teams? They have their own beliefs.
Listen, I have to side with Aunt Jackie here. I'm a devout Jets fan. We are.
I gotta side with Jackie.
I gotta side with Jackie. There's bullshit. Do you know those people at the Bills games actually throw each other through flaming tables prior to the game. They get rip-roaring drunk, and they slam each other through tables. Who does that?
We're so passionate. We're passionate.
Let me read something to you guys, okay? Because I think I'm good with all this. I really am. I want to change the topic, and I know we don't want to spend all night on this. So you talk about, I'm the bullshitter, but think about the shitter's full. He writes, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Last week lost Mike Williams for the season. This week lost Mike Evans to a hamstring and possibly my quarterback to a hip injury. Fuck fantasy football. It's all bullshit. Who is winning the whole league?
That guy.
That
the
guy.
shitter's full.
That
right.
guy. So who is the biggest bullshitter of all is freaking Michael Fasano.
Oh my God. Now you're calling out Mike?
Oh no. Another summit. I think you're the problem.
He's got 459 freaking points. Okay?
Right.
So and he's 2-1. The next team is AR8, whoever the heck that is.
That's Zach.
That's Zach.
So Michael Fasano. Oh, I'm losing all my plays. This is all bullshit. Is winning. Okay?
It's a house of cards, guys. Listen, he's on top now, but like he just got a bunch of injuries. Like that's hard to overcome.
Yeah.
Well, let me explain the other thing. So Gary G-Man, right? He was so nice. He called me last week. He knew I was frustrated. He goes, let me help you make a few moves and trades that'll help your team. So he did all that, and I did it. And little did I know, Michael Fasano was sitting right next to him when he helped me execute those trades.
Oh.
So should I read into anything that today's match, he won by 100, he won by 40 points today. Okay? Should I read into that I kind of got played by the G-Man and his son?
This is an equal opportunity podcast, and I can't let this stand. I can't let you besmirch the good name of my father-in-law, my brother-in-law, without them being able to respond. So
we need another.
Actually, when you're back from Italy.
You know what? It sounds like you may be the trouble.
I think that's why
there is a common denominator here.
So you know what? If you guys, you ever hear a thing where people vote someone off fantasy football?
Oh.
Maybe I'm the first one to go.
You know what?
Do you want to go?
We couldn't do it to you, Mike.
No. If you guys want me to go,
we want you in it. Because you
guys would have more fun without me.
Dude,
no.
You need a team to lose to.
There's 13 more weeks left, right? Or 12 more weeks left. Come on.
Yeah, there's a lot of weeks.
There's a lot.
You want me in the league.
We do.
For one reason. You have a team to beat.
To pick on you.
Yes.
Guys.
And a team to beat. And that's okay. I got it.
I think, you know what? I believe that we've repaired the brother-in-law, sister-in-law relationship.
I love it.
We've done our job here.
Thank you. I love you, bullshitter. I love you.
I love you too, Jack. You know
that.
And I love everybody on the call. And I do want to tell you that I did send apology messages to the nieces that canceled me.
Good.
And I think they, according to them, at least as of yesterday, I'm uncanceled.
Not canceled anymore.
After this video, they may cancel me again because I brought up a gender thing. But I'm doing my best to remain sort of, okay.
Okay. I commend you for that. And
I think you're learning a lot. This is giving you more time to look at football a little bit and understand and love the game. I don't know if you really follow any football team.
No, I don't. But I don't. But here's also what I learned.
I love it.
Here's what I learned. And Jackie, this is a feather in your cap. On one hand, on the other hand, there is a sort of a slanted male dominance in this, because if you think of it, not only you are the only woman, right? But when we talk about things like wags, how come they don't talk about mags? Right?
You're right.
Men and guys. It's always women and girlfriends of the players.
Well, you could tell I was raised in a house full of brothers,
Right.
And, and I'm just, and I try to get my daughters to be as passionate as I am. They try, but they don't watch. Like they, Lauren and Nickel texted me on their way home from somewhere asking me what was the score. I'm like, what the hell? With the score? Like, aren't you guys following it? It was a kick-ass game, man.
It was.
Oh my God, I was really nervous going into it. But Joe would rather probably do something else than watch football on Sundays. But I had some friends over. We just love the Mafia. And it is just a movement. It's not anything to be like attacking you, Mike. It's just a movement.
I love it. I'm glad you're in.
Yep.
Glad you're in it. But you must feel that you are a minority in the league. Not just the league, but in the whole fantasy football thing.
Yeah, but that's okay. I'm used to it.
Oh my God, what are we watching here?
Well, that's a guy getting thrown through a fiery table at a Bills game. So if you and look at the lady's shirt right behind it, it says "Love" with a Bills logo.
Well, yes,
so
full of love.
I feel threatened.
I'm gonna wrap this up by saying that I feel the love. I feel that we're cohesive again, but we have a lot more to unpack. And I want my father-in-law and brother-in-law to be able to respond to you at a certain point in this season, Uncle Mike, because those accusations can't stand.
Well, and it may have been innocence, and Gary's doing his best, but it's just too coincidental that all of a sudden my team was even. I make trades, and then I lose. I'm just saying.
All right, listen.
You know what? And that's my thing. I'm keeping my roster pretty. I think I might have, I moved somebody when somebody was on injured reserve, but I'm not giving up on my picks. There's this one guy I'm probably going to get rid of, but I'll have to talk to Kamish about how I pick up whatever.
Okay, you got it.
But I'm giving everyone a chance. Everyone has a bad game. Just because they have a bad game doesn't mean you should swap them out.
Right. Love the one you're with.
Thanks for that advice, Jackie. Thank you. You know what? Do me a favor. Take a look at my team and tell me if I should fire everyone.
And then what you need to also do is look to see who they're playing. If it's a very competitive team,
right.
If it's an easy team. Like I almost actually ready for this. I almost benched Davis.
Wow, Gabe.
For somebody else that came off a reserve, injured reserve, and I was like, it was just very no, actually, and I almost benched my TE and brought up Knox, and I'm glad I didn't because my other TE from Tennessee did awesome. Or
I make a move is one of my players when it has a Q there, I look at it.
Yeah,
that means it's questionable.
He had an ingrown toenail, and he was questionable if he was going to play, so I benched him.
I'm so proud to hear this talk. You guys are competitive. You're fiery. I got to go watch the Jets, though. I got this DVR. I got to make sure I'm going to go watch the Jets.
Goodbye, everybody. But in Italy, we'll miss you.
Guys, we'll miss you. Be safe. Bye, everybody.
Bye, honey. Bye, Commissioner.
Bye, Jackie. Bye, Uncle Mike.
It is where
Bye.
we are. It's enough for this wild.